It's the truth about parenting. Something needs to be real for us. The truth is in the raw things that people don't talk about. This journey is not for the weak. Welcome to the Mama Jac Podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mama Jac Podcast. First of all, this season 2 was incredible. I want to thank everybody that was involved for all of their bravery and all of their phone calls and working with me and my crazy schedule and your crazy schedule. We're pretty much all parents, right? So we know how that works. And it was truly a blessing to have all of my guests this year. Year 1, 2, amazing, right? All amazing. And I want to pour my heart into it. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And to listeners, thank you so much for listening. Your feedback and just hearing what you have to say about everything is always incredible to me. It truly speaks to my heart, good or bad. I love hearing it all. So today I want to take a second. This is the last episode of the Mama Jac Podcast. Technically, we're going into an evolution. Now, I kind of said in the last podcast that it was going to be a different podcast, but I have chosen to make it all one. I want to talk about authenticity. So, in the dictionary, it means genuine, being genuinely you. A lot of people have probably seen my authenticity creeping in a little more. I mean, look at me. I'm all mom today. I'm all authentic. No makeup, messy bun. You got me. I'm still in my jammies. So there you are. Like you thought. I was authentic in this podcast. I'm truly authentic in my life. I try to be every single day. And I just felt like it could be taken to another level with my authenticity. And I was going to do another podcast for that. But when I met with a podcasting coach who has been a mentor of mine for a while now, he said, Jackie, why? This is you. Like, why don't you make it an all-encompassing podcast? Why are you giving yourself twice the amount of work? And I thought about it, and it's an amazing idea, right? I'm like, yes, I'm totally going to do that. And today I'm doing this on the full moon for a purpose, right? We're closing this chapter, right? But we aren't completely closing it. You're going to see the new version of the Mama Jac Podcast, which will add a few things to it. But back to authenticity. A lot of people think that love is the highest frequency in the world, but it actually isn't. It's authenticity. And I felt like I was being authentic with what we were talking about, but I want to show you an even more authentic side of the Mama Jac that is near and dear to my heart. On season 3, we are going through a name change. We will no longer be the Mama Jac Podcast. We are going to be Rise and Shine with the Mama Jac. We actually started a production company called Shamelessly Authentic Productions because I believe in this so much. And it's going to involve a lot more than this podcast, which I will get into on a later date. And you know what? It feels good. Along with that, this morning I woke up and I was thinking about making this episode. I'm making it and editing it in one day because I felt like today was a very special day to do this, right? Out with the old, in with the new, the full moon, everything kind of aligning towards that and, being able to manifest for this. And I had this moment this morning and I got scared. All of a sudden, all of these things flowing into my mind. Are people going to still like me? Are people going to accept this part about me? Are people going to run screaming saying, oh my gosh, this girl went crazy? Are people going to just be able to listen without judgment? And I feel like I've created a community so far that hasn't judged, that has been there for me and my guests. Oh my gosh, and my guests. It's beautiful. It's been so beautiful. And I'm feeling a little shaky about this only because I thought I was bearing it all, but now I'm truly bearing it all to you. It's the Mama Jac. It is all encompassing. We're going to talk about parenting still. We're going to talk about spirituality. We're going to talk about healing in ways that maybe you haven't thought of before. Maybe your psychologist isn't teaching you. Maybe it hasn't crossed your mind. Maybe you're already doing work to heal yourself and you don't even have a clue about it. A lot of this stuff is based in my spirituality, but it can be used for anybody and everything. And I am a spiritual healer. I go into people's lives. I help them as much as I can. I've been doing it through this podcast. It just hasn't been open and way out there. You're going to see more parenting, some spiritual, a lot of spirituality sprinkled into this, but I want you to give it a chance. If you're sitting there thinking, oh no, here's going to be somebody else throwing something down my throat, that's not how it works. Okay, that's not how it works inside of me. It comes from love. It comes from love for humanity. It comes from love for anybody listening. It comes from love for myself. I feel as if this needs to be spread as far and as wide as it can be. And why not use my platform to do that? I am a spiritual mama. I am a spiritual warrior. And we're going to go into how my spirituality has tied in with a lot of the things you've already heard from me. And I think it's going to give a beautiful background to the down and deep and sometimes dirty authenticity of the Mama Jac. But sometimes you have to dig deep and get into those things and heal to feel the freedom and feel the joy on the other side. And I don't want to ignore that. I feel like it's unfair to my listeners. It's unfair to the community, to everybody, to be hiding this kind of stuff. So look forward to a lot more love being poured into this, a lot more inspiration. Goodness, my guests are so inspiring, every single one of them. This is going to be an inspiration on another level. I promise you that. And I can't wait for this change. It's soon. Season 3 of the Mama Jac will be titled Rise and Shine with the Mama Jac. And I will explain that title in the first episode. Thank you so much for being a listener for the past 2 years. And I can't wait for you to hear season 3 because I think it's just the growth and the expansion we're going to have on this one is going to be beautiful. And I can't wait for you to be a part of it and for you to see deeper and for you to see other people even deeper than, how much deeper can you go? Well, there's beauty inside there, and I cannot wait for that to shine. Thank you so much for listening to me, for being a part of the Mama Jac, and season 3 comes out July 2nd with the new moon, new beginnings. Thank you so much. Welcome to the end of another episode of the Mama Jac Real Raw Parenting Podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Remember, parenting is a journey filled with ups and downs, and it's okay to make mistakes along the way. The Mama Jac Podcast is here to provide you with support, guidance, and real-life stories from fellow parents who are navigating the challenges of raising children. If you have any questions, topics you'd like me to cover, or stories you'd like to share, please reach out to me. I love hearing from my listeners and incorporating your experiences into future episodes. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Podpage, all under the Mama Jac, Thank you for tuning in. Remember, you're not alone in this journey, and together we can create a supportive community of real, raw parents. Stay tuned for more episodes filled with laughter, tears, and everything in between. Until next time, keep being the amazing parent that you are.